Peering to the Future is brought to
You ready for some circa 1998? Hilarious, but really interesting.
You know, today's teens are faced with more decisions and more choices than ever before. Hi, I'm Neil Orn. When confronting a problem, some teens, due to peer pressure, fear, lack of information, or lack of support, will make a bad decision that not only impacts their lives, but the lives of others. You're about to meet some extraordinary teens. Extraordinary because in facing obstacles in their own lives, they now share their experiences to help other teens. We call it peering to the future. During school hours, corridors like this one at Hillsborough are full of teens, all with hopes and dreams, setting goals and working to meet them. Sometimes a teen's road to success is a rocky one, but when this pathway from child to adulthood includes the help of Crittenton services, even detours have a positive end in sight.
During school, my typical day is I get up in the morning. If my son, is with me, then I feed him in the morning. I bathe him, I get him dressed.
Homework takes on new meaning with Eugene Bassam, first-time father at age 13.
Everything's a little more hectic because you're pressured with, like, you're not just worried about yourself being okay, but you want to make sure your child's okay also. I don't get a lot of time with him because I'm spending more time on, making sure he has everything that he needs. It's really not what I want anymore. It's about what he needs.
Fulfilling these needs takes 2 jobs as well as school.
If you're a true parent, then you don't get a chance to really dictate your life. It's like whatever your child needs, because when that child was born and you chose for your child to be born, then you have to take on that responsibility, male or female. You have to take on the responsibility to give what it takes to do what it takes to get it done.
Eugene's thoughts on his role as a teen dad?
It was a chosen mistake, in that sense that, I chose to make the mistake of not using, contraceptives or not having sex. And so it's, my fault that I had a child, but, I'm choosing to take that responsibility.
According to Crittenton Services' Betsy Brushart and Ann Julian, Eugene's story is far too common.
Last year in Davidson County alone, nearly 1,700 young women became pregnant between the ages of 15 and 19. Each day in Tennessee, 17 girls who are 17 or under become pregnant.
Crittenton combats the teen pregnancy issue with teens on the CAT panel, the Crittenton Awareness Team.
What they do is go out and share. They go out and tell their stories and educate. They're peer educators. And they do something that I can't do. I go with them, but I just facilitate. I can't be 15 years old. So what they do is they go in and automatically, just by being their age, they become more approachable than I am.
The CAT panel doesn't just tell kids that they need to say no. They actually show them how they say no in their lives. Mm-hmm. They'll describe a date situation and talk about how they handle pressure. And that gives them an example they can take back and use.
Teens volunteer their time to learn the facts before they even speak to school groups.
We go through an extensive training period over the summer, which is about 30 hours of training. They learn about HIV and AIDS, the latest statistics on STIs and facts on STIs, which are sexually transmitted infections. They learn about refusal skills, healthy relationships, birth control methods, abstinence, how to answer questions appropriately, what are questions behind the questions. They learn about sexual abuse and rape, suicide, any kind of burning teen issues.
And for 2 years now, one of the CAT panel's most effective speakers, Eugene Bassam.
When the Crittenton Awareness Team goes into a school and you talk to students, what makes your message different? Why are the kids listening to it?
Because I'm a teenager, and not only have I lived the life, I'm still living it as far as being a teen parent. But when the teenagers say, this is what I'm going through today, this is what's happening to me now, then it's kind of like, man, if it can happen to him today, then it can happen to me tomorrow.
The CAT panel is definitely a form of positive peer pressure. Because peer pressure is just a peer pressuring another peer. So what they can do is they can try and pressure each other into making healthy decisions. Sometimes adults don't give teens the benefit of the doubt. they automatically label them as bad teens. But people make unhealthy choices sometimes, and they all have the opportunity to break that cycle and start making healthy decisions.
Within their schools, the CAT panel members kind of serve as the experts, and their friends know that they're associated with Crittenton and that they learn about preventing teen pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections.
And how do CAT panel members benefit?
The CAT panel is as much about the CAT panel as it is about their audience members. We have not had anybody on the CAT panel since, the early 80s that has gotten pregnant. I mean, that's a 100% success rate. It definitely has a ripple effect because they're going to go to their friends. That's who they say they go to. So what we need to do is educate their friends so that they're getting appropriate information.
I think it takes everyone working together to address the issue of teen pregnancy. And it can't just be just the schools. And it can't just be just the parents. It's got to be the schools, parents, agencies like Crittenton, all sharing the same message with their teens, which is that we care about you, we want you to have a good life, and we know that if you become pregnant or get someone pregnant at a young age, you're going to have a struggle.
Crittenton has a lot as far as like guidance is concerned, as far as the counseling is concerned, because they not only do they teach you about, pregnancy prevention and support you as far as being a teen parent, they give you good advice. It's almost like a big family, this organization is. I think I have made a difference.
How about that?